Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name's Jasmine. Today I wanted to use this palette just because I haven't used it all that much, and it just seemed like a really appropriate palette to use while Karmageddon and all this cancel culture is going on. So I'll talk a little bit about that in this video. Yeah, I just really want to get back to playing with makeup and doing looks and not really trying to make any decisions or join any sides at this point while Karmageddon is going on. So if you're new to Karmageddon, I will have links down in the description of the video so you can go check out drama channels who actually cover this, that have covered it from the beginning, because I know I'll forget some details. I even try to tell you guys any of that stuff, and I'm not a drama channel, so there's that. But go check that out. Also, there's more important links down in the bio, things that we should be more concerned about than beauty YouTuber drama, tea, gossip, like allegations. There's more important stuff at hand, like the fact Breonna Taylor's killers have not been arrested, like the fact that we need police reform and defunding, and the fact that Vanessa Gilliam has been completely swept under the rug by investigators over at Fort Hood, and that needs to be addressed. So links to important stuff down below, links to drama down below, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you know every time I upload a video. And let's just go ahead and dive into this. Okay, it seems entirely appropriate that we use the Burn Book palette, considering kind of what I'm going to be talking about today. Ironic. So I think I'm going to start off with "You Can't Sit With Us," which just seems like every guru is at right now. Like, this Karmageddon is crazy. So I usually don't subscribe to the whole cancel culture thing, because just in what I've seen, when brands or people are canceled, it rarely really sticks. Now, I'll give you an example of what I think of when the notion that cancel culture doesn't stick comes up, because a lot of people have been pointing this out lately. So Kat Von D was canceled, I want to say this was over a year ago, because when that story kind of blew up where she issued an apology, it was 2019, because I had just moved here to San Antonio when that happened. So I remember I was sitting in that apartment that we rented before we bought our house out here, and I want to say it was around January 2019. I'm not a drama channel, so you know I can't always remember dates. But I watched the apology. Now, if you don't know, so Kat Von D was getting a lot of hate, and I think justifiably so, for things that came up that were in the past. They were not recent, but they were in the past, regarding her being, for lack of a better term, I think, Nazi sympathizer. Like, maybe not necessarily a Nazi, but at least a Nazi sympathizer. So old pictures resurfaced of an autograph she allegedly signed to someone, calling them a derogatory term. And there were pictures of her past and current boyfriends with very questionable tattoos, which some people debunked as saying, oh no, this looks like a very racist symbol, but it's actually in reverse. Just weird stuff like that, right? So the notion came up that she was a Nazi sympathizer. So her apology, which actually didn't sit well with me because of the way that she went about it, there was no real accountability for actions. There was a lot of denial and a lot of blaming, which, okay, that's your defense, whatever, cool, right? Like, everyone's entitled to a defense, right? But what I didn't like was that she started out her apology as, well, I can't be racist because I'm Latina. Two things that don't go together, right? Like, you could be an anti-Semite and be a person of color. That's not, you know, those are two things that don't necessarily cancel each other out, right? So the whole cancel culture thing happened with Kat Von D. People stopped buying her products, stuff started going around the internet, huge boycott, people dropped her, like, and it's just recently that she ended up selling her brand. So now cancel's over. Like, we can buy the KVD beauty products again because she's no longer associated with the brand. this is what I think of when people say cancel culture doesn't work, because I saw a lot of people defending her, which is fine. That's your right to do that. If you believe her narrative and her reasoning and her apology, whatever, no one's saying, I'm not saying you have to not support that person. But I did see a lot of people defending her, saying, oh no, well, it was the same excuse she used. I'm a person of color, so I can't be racist. Well, it doesn't actually work that way, but okay, do you? That's fine. But this is what I think of when people bring up that cancel culture doesn't work, because not everyone jumped on board. They were still buying her products. They were still supporting her, which is totally fine. I'm not saying that just because someone is canceled and the majority of people say you should not support this person anymore, doesn't mean that you have to go along with that. We're going to take a little bit of Regina George here and just kind of soften up the harshness of this line. But that is what I think of when people say, cancel culture doesn't work. Because not everyone is going to jump on that train, right? Because not everyone believes the same thing. Some people believe the creators that they love and adore and support, and they're going to do it regardless. So yeah, in my opinion, cancel culture just doesn't really work. So when we think back to the cancellation of James Charles, that certainly happened. There were a lot of people that were Team James. There were a lot of people that were Team Tati, and it was horrifying to see, subs drop and stuff like that. But some people just never switched. They didn't adopt the cancel culture. And then what did we see happen in the coming weeks? Everything flip-flopped around. So, then Tati was the one losing subs. Jeffrey was the one losing subs. That was Dramageddon Part 2. It is very hard to get a majority of people to decide, okay, everyone's going to stop supporting this person. Which is why I really don't think cancel culture works. To me, it's a lot of, what's the term, spinning your wheels in the mud. It can come off like that a lot, because you're never going to get 100% of people involved in the same thing. It's never going to happen. No matter how morally right or just or admirable the situation is, whatever the cause is, that's just human nature. You're never going to get everyone on board. Does that mean don't try? I'm actually going to go into, she doesn't even go here. No, that doesn't mean don't try. So that doesn't mean don't try, but it is just something to remember, because whether or not someone is problematic, it's no one's right to tell you you should or should not support them. And I think that's what a lot of the cancel culture movement forgets, is that you don't have a right to prohibit someone from buying something or supporting someone. If they choose to do it, that's their choice. That is an inalienable human right. I mean, you can disagree with the action someone has taken. You can disagree with their opinion on things. But if you are buying products because they work for you, not everyone can just switch up makeup products, for instance. Some products just work for people's skin and some don't. So sometimes you are just kind of limited to what you can use and what you can't. It's not just so easy to switch things up. Or say you can't afford more products, say that you dropped $100 to buy brand new makeup. Just imagine for a moment, say you're like a single mom, you don't buy anything for yourself, you finally scrape up $100 to buy your own product of something, and you see something that all your friends talk about, it has great reviews, whatever, you buy it, and then oh shit, this person's extremely problematic and extremely bad. You shouldn't feel pressured to have to throw those products away that you spent your hard-earned money on just because cancel culture. If you don't support someone anymore, don't continue to buy their stuff. But the cancel culture movement is just, to me, appears to be so much more than that. It has turned into, well, I don't support this person. Here's the reasons why you shouldn't support this person. And if you do, you're as bad as they are. And I have to disagree with that, because not everyone is going to agree on the same thing. Not everyone thinks the same way. You can enjoy a product and you can enjoy a person without thinking the same way that they do. One really good way of looking at this is, let's take it to a personal level. Say your best friend, your best fucking friend that you've known for 20 years, never done anything inappropriate to you, around you, you've never seen that kind of stuff. But say someone pulls up an old tweet. You can find it disgusting, you can find it offensive, you can find it uncalled for, totally crossing the line, or whatever the case may be. That doesn't mean that your 20-year friendship of this person that you think to be a wonderful person is invalid. It's still a valid friendship, but you don't have to agree with their actions. And I think people forget that when it comes to friends, because obviously it's not a personal connection. Obviously, unless you are actually personally friends with people like, I don't know, Dakita Dragon or Jeffree Star. I mean, and then if you are, you know, it's, again, we're talking about a personal connection with a best friend. Would you drop your best friend? Well, it also depends on what the circumstance is. So personally, if you were to ask me, be it just a influencer or a brand owner or even a friend, if you are a predator of any kind, I think that's fucked up and you're a fucked up person, and that's disgusting. If you are racist and sexist and misogynistic, homophobic, whatever it is, there's also behavior that is not acceptable. That being said, everyone deserves someone in their corner, and there are varying degrees of where your loyalty lies. Everyone has a line. Like, obviously, if my husband murdered somebody, that would be crossing the line. However, people do change. So when it comes to cancel culture, if someone is truly canceled in your eyes and you are not going to support them or be their friend or any of that, it really depends on the situation and where you feel your loyalty lies. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't support this person anymore. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I believe this person is changed. These are past behaviors, and I want to see them through to reformation, if that makes sense. But it seems lately with cancel culture, we don't see anyone accepting apologies or even entertaining the fact that someone might actually be remorseful for past problematic behavior and they actually want to change. It's just more recently okay, well, it doesn't matter. Whatever you say doesn't matter. You're done. And I'm really wondering, like, what is the end goal with a lot of this cancel culture? Do you just want people to be aware so that they can make the decision to either buy things or support this person or not? Or do you want to see their entire business go up in flames? Do you want them to lose their home? Do you want them to become not alive anymore? Because we've seen that a lot. We've seen that with the James debacle. We've seen that with Kat Von D. We are currently seeing that with Shane Dawson. So it makes me wonder, what is the end goal? Do you actually want people to learn? Do you want them to take accountability, or do you want them to literally lose everything they have, including their life? You really have to wonder, where has it gone too far? At what point has the cancellation gone too far? And what is the end goal with it all? I think I want to try, because I have not tried this shit yet. This is mouse, duh. We're going to put that on the lid on top of this cut crease. So I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Karmageddon plays out, because at this point in time, the one person who actually should be saying something, Mr. Jeffree, is completely MIA when he's not buying cars and stuff like that. You guys know I'm not a drama channel, so if you're lost on what is going on with Karmageddon, please check out some of the creators below. I have been getting more into drama channels since all this started, but I typically only watch just a couple because I don't get too far into it. That being said, I think every creator is trying to figure out what is going on with Karmageddon. Everyone's gearing up just to kind of see how this plays out, and they're picking sides, they're picking alliances. I have never really held someone's past mistakes against them when considering purchasing products. I buy the things that either interest me or already work for me. But again, there is a line. There's always a line. And I think it's just up to every individual person to define what their line is. What is it that will make them say, okay, this is too much. Like, I can't any longer support this person. It's not up to me to tell you what the line is. That is up for you to decide. And I think a lot of people are going to end up trying to figure out what their line is in the next few days, weeks, months, however long it takes for this particular drama to kind of play out and everyone just kind of see where it's going. I mean, nonetheless, you're not going to see me destroying products that I've spent money on, because that only hurts me. And I never got that with boycotting. I mean, when you boycott something, that means you're not going to buy it. When you've already bought something, you're only hurting yourself when you go to destroy it. And then really, what message are you sending? Because every time there is a boycott and we see footage of people destroying products, a lot of people will want to jump on that bandwagon because they want the views, they want the virality, they want to be seen destroying products. What if you don't own those products? There's always a surge of sales with every drama and every cancel because people want to buy the books so they can turn around and burn them. That happens every time. That is a known thing. So I'm not saying that everyone who has a video of them destroying a Jeffree Star palette went and bought it that day just so they could tear it up. I'm just saying that is a thing that does happen. Let's go into the plastics right here. But Karmageddon has been interesting. And cancel culture in of itself is not always a bad thing. People do need to be informed about certain brands and certain people behind them so that they can make an informed decision whether or not they want to purchase a product from a brand. That is totally fine. My only thing is, trying to condemn people because they don't think the same way that you do. They don't want to take their level of non-support or support to the same level that you do, and people are out there getting shamed for it, people are getting blasted for it, and it's a mob mentality that at the end of the day doesn't always work, because if there's one thing that people love more than a downfall, it's a comeback. Every single time people love a comeback. It is what it is. So personally, I think that every single one of these beauty gurus, these top people, need to stop with all the drama. They need to stop the crap. They need to stop with the accusations publicly. If they have a problem with somebody, they need to just do what all the rest of us normal people would do and talk to that person one-on-one. Talk to them in private. Don't put it on the freaking internet. That is where they're screwing up, because it never ends well for anybody. If someone is doing something that is actually illegal, you need to report it to the police, not make a fucking YouTube video. If someone has done you dirty on a business deal, then you need to pursue legal action if you can, or just cease all communication. Don't put it on the internet. It's getting ridiculous, because every single one of these beauty YouTubers that are constantly in drama, that's what it is. They've moved away from actual makeup, the reason that we're watching them, and they're talking more about their drama. They're talking more about their shit that they have going on with other people. They're slandering each other, they're gossiping about each other. It's stupid. So what I hope to see in the future is maybe we don't watch those people when all they're doing is talking about drama. Now, if they want to make a makeup video, sure, because all we want to fucking do is learn about a makeup product, or learn how to do a cut crease, or learn what fucking eyeliner we should be using. Not, oh, he fucked this guy, and then he got after this guy, and then she said this, and like, it's so screwed up. Like, it's so, like, that is not why any of us were actually watching these people or buying the products to begin with. I don't want to buy your vitamins because you boo-hoo cried on the internet and made me feel bad for you. I want to buy your vitamins because enough people say they work, and then you make a video telling me how they work. That's how I want to buy your products. Like, not because you want sympathy, or you're getting sympathy, or people feel bad for you, or they want to get back at somebody else. Like, this is just getting... So that is one thing that I will say with the current circumstances in Karmageddon. So Morphe has decided to pull all of Shane Dawson's products from their line. However, they still have all of Jeffree Star Cosmetics products on their website, within their stores. That's where I don't like this strange double standard. So Shane Dawson is canceled, yet how many times has Jeffree been fucking canceled and Morphe never pulled any of his products? And it's right now kind of all over the same crap with Tati and James and all this shit. So it's like, okay, you're punishing one but not the other. Why don't you keep the same energy for everyone involved? Why not kick James out? Kick Tati's crap out? Like, everyone. Like, why are we just focusing on the cancellation of one person when multiple people are involved? So I don't blame all the other big YouTubers saying, you know what, cancel my Morphe code. I'm disabling my Morphe code because I don't agree with this. And that is honestly making me reconsider buying more Morphe products if they're going to continue on this path of just a basic double standard and picking sides. Now, I know I just said everyone is going to be picking their sides and picking who they support over stuff like this, but I don't like that. If you're going to remove a creator's products, then why not remove Jeffrey's as well for all the past things that he's done and his involvement in Karmageddon? Like, seriously, it's kind of the same thing. And that is one thing I will say about the conspiracy series, the docu-series that Shane Dawson did with Jeffree Star, which everyone is now calling like a 7-part infomercial for that palette. You know what that series actually did though? It showed a lot of people how palettes are made, what goes into the production of makeup, and it got them excited. And they didn't buy it out of sympathy, they didn't buy it out of pity, they didn't buy it because someone was crying that their friend did them wrong, they didn't buy it because a business deal went sour. They bought it because they were excited. That was why I bought the palette anyway. I watched this series, the palette was revealed, it looked interesting to me, so I bought it. And I think that's how the majority of people buy products. We don't, usually buy them out of pity or buy them just because someone comes out with them and we're stands, we're going to buy anything they put their name on and fart out. We're going to buy it because it looks interesting. So that is one thing that series did, was make something truly interesting and got people excited for it. And I just don't know why creators can't go back to doing that. Like, why can't you just go back to creating products that get people excited? Create products that get people interested in your brand and just go back to promoting that. Why does it always have to be this, well, this person's an issue and I have problems with this person, and do you know the truth about this person? Oh, by the way, here's my fucking gummy bears, buy them. Like, no, just no. Now, of course, I'm not a drama channel, so I don't want to, sway your opinion with what's going on with Karmageddon, because that's not what this video is for. I'm just talking about cancel. I feel like Tati's original Bye Sisters video and then this follow-up Breaking My Silence video, honestly, if they want to talk about people putting out videos that are just entire infomercials for their brand, I think Tati did that. Honestly, I think she did that with her little fucking pills, because Bye Sisters was literally like started and ended with her vitamins, and Break My Silence started and ended with her vitamins. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to accuse someone or then apologize later and try to expose someone, there should be a line where it's about the topic or about your brand. Are you promoting a product or are you exposing someone? Like, which is it? To me, it's just tacky if you do both. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna get all those views, like, sure, promote your stuff, get that money. But at the same time, like, is it just me or is it just a little tacky? Like, honestly, I never heard of her brand until these videos. Like, I didn't know what the hell Halo Beauty was. I never watched her, but I never saw anybody else talking about this brand. Like, I don't know, it's just, to me, it was just a little tacky. So y'all, I've been trying this all natural shampoo, and girl, this just ain't, like, my shit is so oily and it doesn't do anything, and just anyway, those were just some thoughts I've had on cancel culture, which seemed like a good enough topic to talk about while I'm doing this video. I just hope community kind of goes back to talking about makeup and doing tutorials and showing us how to use all this stuff, instead of just, oh, he was mean to me and he hit on me and he didn't promote my baby. Like, it's just getting crazy out here. So anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you know every time I upload, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Let's do our thumbnail.